okay, but you die very soon. You could play Virtue of Persistence with Glarb. Love when Ash said it's Glarb in time and then Glarbed all over them. Yeah. Just want to see. Yo, we did it! Alright. What's up, friends, and welcome to a new bloomburrow standard video. And today, once again, yes, we're having a look at a Glarb deck. This is not my deck. This is I think this got second place in one of the most recent standard challenges. And I have like this mental illness where whenever I see Glarb do something in competitive standard, I have to automatically play that deck. But fortunately, I have that illness and not you, so you can just watch me play with Glarb rather than investing your mythic wildcards in it. Not that this is a bad deck at all. I ended up going 4-2 with this deck, which is, you know, a pretty decent win rate. But anyways, with that being said, let's have a look at the deck here. And of course, the man, the myth, the legend, Glarb. 4 copies of him in here. This is a 3-mana 2/4 Frog Wizard Noble. Death Touch, you may look at the top card of your library anytime, and you may play lands and cast spells of mana value 4 or greater from the top of your library. You can tap Glarb to reveal 2. And Glarb basically in this deck, which is basically mono black midrange, just represents value, right? Like a 3-mana 2/4 with Death Touch is great stats for a creature to have. We can see that in Preacher of the Schism, who's also in this deck, another 3-mana 2/4 with Death Touch. But Glarb is also just like capable of fixing your draws with this reveal 2 like tap ability that Glarb has. You need lands, Glarb can reveal them to the top for you. You need creatures, Glarb can do that as well. Are you flooded, then Glarb can put those lands into the graveyard. And of course, Glarb can also just play creatures and lands from the top of your library. They do need to be mana value 4 or greater though, which there's quite a few of in this deck. We see 2 Hostile Investigators, 2 Sholdreds, an Airtie, a Vren, a Gig's Command, an Eclazotz, and 3 copies of Virtue of Persistence. Now, Glarb can play Virtue of Persistence from the top, but just the enchantment sides, not the sorcery side, so be mindful of that if you're playing this deck. But yeah, Glarb is just value. And it's interesting to see the card in a shell like this, where it's not about trying to do something with the graveyard or like really trying to take advantage of like playing off the top. It's just value, and it's just there as a good 3-drop basically. There's also Vren in here, which is another super like valuable card. Grinds like crazy. 4-mana 3/4 red rogue with War 2. If a creature an opponent controls will die, you exile it instead, and at the beginning of your end step, create X 1/1 black red creature tokens. With this creature gets +1/+1 for each other red you control, where X is the number of creatures your opponents control that were exiled this turn. This card is so good basically with just removal, right? Like, I can remove my opponent's creatures, which we have a lot of removal in here, and then we get a red for it, and then every red grows with more reds that enter, and it's just very nice value. And especially is super good when you combine it with like board wipes. Like, there are 3 Malicious Eclipses in the sideboard. There's 1 Gig's Command in the main, because if you like somehow end up killing 3 or 4 creatures from your opponent, then you get like 3 or 4 rats, which is super nice. It's basically the standard version of Kalitas. But yeah, Vren is just also a really great creature. I could honestly see like 2 Vrens in this deck over an Airtie in the main, because I just think the card is like that good. But yeah, with that being said, let's have a look at the gameplay here. It's another Glarb moment. Time to Glarb all over the ladder. So without further ado, let's get started. This video is brought to you by Ultimate Guard. Ultimate Guard provides you with premium protection for your trading cards, ranging from sleeves, deck boxes, playmats, binders, and more. Ultimate Guard has everything you need to keep your Magic cards safe, secure, and stylish. Support the channel and yourself by purchasing your Ultimate Guard products using the link in the description. I mean, I'm not going to be able to survive without removal. It's just not happening. It's not happening. Yeah, draw it when it's good, exactly. I think one-offs are good in open deck lists. Yeah, definitely. One-offs have something to them in open deck lists for sure, but this was a challenge, so there's nothing with open deck lists happening here. Ash is a known one-off hater. Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. I've just like never really seen it work out for me well, so that's why I'm like skeptical. Gosh, sure love drawing lands. Yikes. It's giving cursed. Ugh. Bruh. Does anybody need some lands? I have a few laying around. In case you need one, you know? Yeah, now it's like, welcome to, holy shit, I have to dodge Monstrous Rage. Alright. It appears we have made the right blocks. Yo, we could get out of this? Well, could we? I don't know. I guess it depends. No attacks. Malicious Eclipse would go hard as fuck right now. That'd be so good. Aggressively hovering over our shit. Okay, okay, we're getting another rat. Alright. Rats are arriving. Rat arrive. I don't have fucking green. I don't know why I didn't go for green. One basic forest, okay. One basic forest and one cottage in the whole deck, do I understand? Yeah. Well. No, it's not that like we've been Sultai, we've been one-offed. We've been one-offed. There's only one Restless Cottage in here. Not very efficient, I'd say. Now, I think it might be correct for this opponent to, like, double block Ren. I would consider it if I was a blow up your shit type of deck, but... Greed only? If only Ren had something to do with the... Ooh, that's spicy. Get out of here. We are the rats. We are the rats. I think we can get a little bit greedier with it right now. Right, okay. I mean, so I could have grabbed the forest at one point, but I just didn't think of it because it's like... There's one basic forest in here that I could have grabbed with Fable. Glarb really is just out here... supposing... Having to save the whole deck, huh? What a vibe. Alright, let's run it back. So I like the Malicious Eclipse. I like the go for the throw. I hate the double tap lands. I mean, how many tap lands are in here, though? It feels like way too fucking many. How the fuck are you supposed to Glarb with one forest? There's one forest, one Hedge Maze, one Mortuary, one Llanowar Waste. And one, yeah. And I guess you're 4 Fable that could grab one forest. Time to Glarb all over them. I mean, this is a very tempting keep for me. It's also life gain in the future with Shouldered. I feel like you gotta. Untap land off the top? Alright, you take those. I almost wouldn't say like aggressively like remove the rat. Will be a second before we get the malicious eclipse, I think. Alright. We're being saved by an angel, and with that angel I obviously mean Glarb. We're being saved? Hashtag blessed. Ooh, you're a Rusk Forge. I mean, I think I did put in... I have Glissas, I guess. Alright, so I'm gonna do Fable Passage, and I'm gonna get myself a Forest. I learned from my mistakes. But I do want to just play Shelly first now. I gotta gain some life. His moistness approaches. I mean, soon. Looking like a nice malicious eclipse here. What the fuck? Yeah, so if you have interaction, why don't you commit with everything, right? Like, if I had a like a monster's rage, I would definitely have committed with the Amberheart Challenger as well. Like, that's weird. At the same time, I do have Malicious Eclipse that clears their whole board, so... I'm just gonna let it go. I don't think they have anything, but I'm just gonna let it go. Alright, this is a gorgeous Malicious Eclipse. You shouldn't hold back with Shelly. I'll block with your Rest Forge with Shelly, I think. Because I know for a fact you have nothing. Like, you can't fool me, bestie. Is it? Yeah, I think it's Glarb in time. Glarb! Glarby! Glarby girl in a Glarby world. Okay, but you die. Very soon. You can hit me for 5. I don't care. Letting my board live. And then if you don't have an answer, you're dead, though. You could play Virtue of Persistence with Glarb. Love when Ash said it's Glarb in time and then Glarbed all over them. Yeah. Just want to see. Yo, we did it! Alright. I'll Glarb another time. Yeah. We need to become friends with his moistness. It's the only thing we can do. We need to befriend his moistness. Demir kind of popular today. I also joined the gang. Glarbing these nuts. No, I haven't done that yet. Haven't done that yet. I do find the snores a little weird in this deck, though. Not really any, like, cards that would settle it nicely. Actually, I don't think there's any cards that really settle it under, like, 4 mana. It was a little weird. Glarb, go save us. Go ahead, Glarb. Save us, bestie. Why am I getting good gamed? Dude, you weren't even in a bad spot. You had a Preacher of the Schism you couldn't get rid of. If that, whoa. Okay, if that's your, like, reason to concede things when you're playing the mirror mid-range, they had enough. I mean, I do respect that. I do respect that. As somebody that just conceded because she had enough. You think because they misplaced the map target? Nah, not at all. I think Deep Cavern Bat was the right target. I think that was the right target. They're not about that Demir life. I honestly think I bored in Malicious Eclipses. Maybe they didn't think through the double Preacher trigger. Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of, but I still feel like they rushed into it, though. This curves out so ugly, though. Alright. Curves out really poorly. Ah, no targets. Ah. You mad? Oh. Glarb. It's got hit green, I think. Whether or not I was going to play at Lazaf or not, I think it was just going to depend on whether or not the opponent had a 2-drop play, I think. They don't, so I think we're making the right choices. We're going to get some green. Glarby. I'll play Glarb. Could help me find some stuff. Okay. Tide Pine or the Passage? Be spicy. Right. So did the opponent go from Demir mid-range to Demir control, or are we doing different things? I don't know. Interesting. Play a card, gets removed through P until hand empty. Yeah, it's a lot of standard. Pretty miserable. I really wish there was a lot less good removal in standard. I really do. Okay, so the opponent's playing something different. Like, why is there a Malcolm and a Stoic Sphinx? Like, why are we doing it like that? Lost to one Stoic Sphinx. Hmm. Okay. Wait, so there's something completely different than what I thought they were, so... Okay. This is so weird. Well, they conceded to a Preacher turn 1 game 1, so who knows? Maybe they'll do it again. Very mindful, very demure. And then they keep a hand like that, okay. Interesting. Curve and a friend, I'm down. Preacher value. Vibes. Bad vibes. Oh, we win this so hard, yeah. We have such a great start right now. There they go, like, there they go. Opponent is just like, they gave me vibes of the type of player that just if things don't go their way, they're just out immediately. But that was looking really bad for them, I'll give you that much. That was looking really bad for them. Looks like a decent mid-range hand. Mid-range opener. Green for Glarb. Give it up for Glarb. I'm not doing it though. But that is my basic forest that's gone now, so... If we ever get the Glarb, it's going to be very difficult. Soren ban tomorrow, we even knew. I don't know. I have no idea what to think of tomorrow's announcements. I really don't. I have no clue. They kept a one-lander? Okay, then they surely put a land on top, I would imagine. Vibe Bunny for chat? Alright. How about Vibe Lizard? Do you want Vibe Lizard instead? I'll take that. Energy tournament had a 48-minute Nadu turn. Dude, for real? Like, what? Nah, you gotta be joking. Is that Knight Errant? Fuck my life. A documented 45-minute turn. Dude. So depressing. Like, this is really what they want their game to be, huh? Ridiculous. Greedy. Yeah, a lot of the times it's just fucking mental gymnastics now. It's crazy. I don't know, they're just making a lot of like goofy choices. Like they're just really afraid to take the L nowadays on decisions. I think that has a lot to do with it. Here we go. I don't know. It's weird. I'm not sure. Hold on, give me 1 second here. Alright, we're good. Another Knight Errant of Eos. How great. That was fun. Had a blast. The fact that a deck that plays 1 A Darker Waste and 1 Shivan Reef can do this. Meanwhile, I can even cast Glarb. Scammed. I just hope that we can somehow, like, turn the opponent's pain lands against them. I think that might be one of my only shots. The problem is, obviously, the fact that they're 1 land away from a Imidane Recruiter. That would fuck me up. But we'll see. Now that I said that, land off the top. But yeah, like, we can maybe turn the pain... oh my god. I hate myself. Alright then. Well... how great. This is what happens when, remember when Kettlebone was banned? Yeah, people in the arena couldn't wait for 5 seconds. Because, you know, Cat held priority. Meanwhile, Nadu. Damn, dude. Okay. So Bat brings him to 6, Shoulder puts him to 4. Caustic Bronco hitting for 4 would win the game. But... if I just do Deep Cavern Bat attack, I block Knight Errant, I chump Imidane. Then 3, 6, 9. I think they always kill me, right? Unless I do... if I remove a creature. 3, 6, 9. I'd put them up to 12 plus 1. Plus 1. I think I stay alive if I Liliana minus. I believe. But that was super quick math. I'm not sure. And it doesn't take into account the opponent's yeah, it doesn't take into account opponent lands, because now, like, they would be 3, 6, 9. This would be 12 plus 1. So that would be 13. And then Wardley's Scar will be 14, right? And then you block Knight Errant, you block Imidane. So I would be alive. And then I also have a Deep Cavern Bat attack here, which I was planning on doing. Because then, like, I put them into a range where they take 2 now. And then I take another 2 from Shelly. And I still have, like, Restless Reef open as well. It loses if they draw a land off the top again, but, like, surely, right? That would seem... I mean, I was gonna say that would seem unlikely, but did they just pull it off again? Oh. Nope, just another Knight Errant. Sure. What now? Wish we could have Glarb so we could see what was on top. Yeah. Is there ever a line where we survive? If I remove Knight Errant with Go for the Throats... Nah, I don't think so. I don't think that's a probability anymore. I think we just gotta roll it. Anything, any non-land wins. So... God, it's me. We did it. We did it! So happy. So happy. Hell yeah. It's crazy how many people in chat just don't realize how good Glissa is against Go for the Throat. Or against your best Forge, I mean. It's wild. I felt like we just had this conversation when, like, Glissa beat our ass. Or, like, I guess we were on Lizards and I didn't decide the board in Forge. Like, homies. First Strike blocks Trample really nicely. On top of that, Glissa takes away counters from your Resk Forge. Like, how much better does a card have to get? Like, sure, it doesn't say destroy artifact, but that's still a pretty damn good card. You know, your Forge attacks don't matter, and, like, she could also keep it in check. I mean, that's pretty good to me. Don't know about you guys. Seems pretty good to me. The amount of times I've lost when I had, like, do I just take one here? Yeah. The amount of times I've literally lost games because I decided to board in Forges against the Glissa deck, was unable to remove Glissa, and I just got humbled. Was insane. Ooh, I want to play Vren. But I think my best bet is to start off with a bat. So they don't have red yet. But just in case. I want tokens. I want tokens. Don't care about these little guys. I mean, maybe I'll care at some point, but for now I don't. Ooh, dodged a bullet. That's cool. You can have it. Yo, target player. 40 months still here. Thank you. Still grateful. Appreciate you, target player. Thank you so much. Dude, if I could just get my hand on a Malicious Eclipse. Dude, no way. They top decked Imidane. Here we go. You know what? At least we're gonna make a bunch of rats. So, happy with that. Exit at the beginning of the next end step. Ren carries this every time. Ret alert. Seeing one blocker on the ground though. Or one attacker on the ground. Yeah. One off, yeah. Like, I wonder if I hold back with the Deep Cavern Bat. Just to play it safe. Okay. Got there, though. Got there. I guess maybe it has something to do with me just, like, getting to know the decks a little bit better, but... my god. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. I feel like I have a lot to work on. The frog alt arts are so cursed. They really are. Glarby. What is it, like slam Glarb? It's probably bat first and then hold cut down, I imagine. Yo, I've seen this deck before. Uh-huh. Dang. Alright. I'm not sure if they would look a bat. I feel like probably yes. Probably yes. I do find it a bit weird at the same time, though. Yeah. Not sure if they're playing my deck. It's been so long since I played, Warsoft Scam. Alright, dude. Liliana might save us at some point. Yo, Glarb value. Let's go, Glarb. Glarby. Am I just Liliana plussing here? Yes. I'm just gonna Liliana plus. Goodbye, Glarb. It's been fun. You gave us a land. We're grateful. Oh, wow. So, there we go. We're gonna target Phyrexian Flesh Gorger. If they have a scam effect, then great. If they don't, then fine. Do I uptick this? I want to say yes, out of pure greed. Okay. Are we supposed to play? No, never mind. I was gonna say, are we supposed to play buylist? That'd be kind of cool, but... Got through it, guys. Got through it. Thanks to Liliana. Truly, like, the best way to beat these, like, removal decks is really, like, planeswalkers or engines. I feel like we're lacking. I feel like we're lacking that. Really makes me miss Ashlizzlle so badly. Okay, so we're against Scam. The Gopher Throats are weird. I don't think we're gonna have Gopher Throat targets. I'm trying to figure out how the fuck am I supposed to cypher this? It's like, what direction is this person taking? I don't know. I mean, I could go at the end as well. Vren, maybe not. I don't think they'll have a lot of creatures. Cruel Claw. Like, I could see us make an argument for Tishana. For Negate. I could see an argument to keep a Gix command. It's... I don't know. All I know is that hand disruption is good, so we know what to play around. Let's go. Let's go. The Rasm. A good opening hand? Not in this economy? Beza. Pat. Feels like the obvious answer is Parting Gust. Damn. Damn, that was kind of not great. Was kind of not great. Why didn't they just play Beza? Before... Dunno. Then what are they waiting on? No idea. Yo, Hearsay, how we doing? We're doing good. Having some fun, playing some arena, you know. Opponent has just decided they don't care about Beza. What a vibe. I don't hate the idea of Lazaf here. But I feel like I have to do better. Investigator? Yeah, you can play Glarb in like 30 different ways. It's wild. So many ways to play Glarb. This is a mid-range Glarb build. I played Glarb Graveyard. We played Glarb Smuggler Surprise. We played everything. Salvation's fun. You won't allow us to guess Beza without like maximum value. They got a card. That's their Beza value. Sure. I would say fish attack seems a little sus. One probably has like protection up of some sort, maybe removal. Looks like removal. Two, what? Steel Seraph buff? Or remove Shouldered? So sus. Beza is very 2024 Magic. Yeah. Very. Got a fish. So I gotta figure out how the fuck are we gonna get through this though. Need more removal. Glarby. Terra Center on top. Alright. We can do something with that info. Do you have any tips on maintaining your mental? I've picked up the game again for the first time in 5 years and I'm losing my mind every time I run into a Discord deck. It's hard, man. It's hard. It's hard. I have no idea myself. I'm only becoming like somewhat numb to it every now and then because I stream this game for like so many days, so many hours. And even then still I get frustrated. I just think it's part of competitive games, you know? I really think it's just part of it. It's like, you know, the greatest thing you can do is like, I don't think it's necessarily something that you should tell yourself that you could not be emotionally like invested in a game to the point you can even allow yourself frustration, but like as long as you acknowledge and see that you get frustrated and just tell yourself to like take a little bit of a break, you know, get a drink, get something to eat, give it like 15 minutes and then try again. Yeah, exactly. Like to just try and not stay in a position of tilt, I think is probably the best thing you can do. But like in a game like Magic the Gathering, just completely not tilting is like, I feel like I want to say impossible. I want to say impossible, seriously. So yeah, I would just be like, focus on how you handle the tilt rather than trying to eliminate the tilt altogether, because I think it's like very tricky otherwise. Alright, just hope they don't have removal. Now, because I think the thing is also, like, when you play a game like MTG Arena, like, you have such a higher saturation of games than you do in an LGS. Like, you know, if you go play Magic, like, once a week, you can just be like, all right, whatever. And just, it's very easy to then say, like, okay, I won't allow myself to tilt because, you know, I will only see it once. What's the issue? But if you're, like, playing the Arena ladder and you're constantly queuing into a deck that you, like, are not looking forward to playing against, like, dude, how can you tell yourself to not give a shit? Like, at least that's how I see it. Like, how can you convince yourself to not care or not tilt? That seems impossible. Or, like, not human, I guess. As long as you, like, don't make it affect your plays or don't make it ruin your day, I think those should be priorities. The trick is to be dead inside. That's it. That's the key. Okay. A snores. I'm gonna give Glarb wings, chat. Can I? Glarb with wings. I think I'm probably gonna actually exile it. I'll get Beza. Ideally, you should not care about the outcome of the games, but the quality of your plays. See, that's 100% fine if you play competitive Magic. Like, that's so relevant if you're, like, trying to go from, like, being an RCQ player to, you know, from being an RCQ player to being an RC player to being a Pro Tour player. Like, that's a completely, like, fine mindset for a pro. That is like probably a necessary mindset for a pro. But, like, when we're playing Arena, like, people sometimes just forget that this is a fucking game, dude. We're supposed to have fun. Like, you're not going to be playing flawless on MTG Arena, nor do you have to. You don't have to play the tier 1 deck on MTG Arena. You can have fun. It's a lot like this mindset, I feel like, gets lost on a lot of people. Like, I get criticized all the time. All the time for, like, building decks that are sometimes leaning more towards fun rather than, like, the most optimal and most competitive deck. Like, dude, we're still playing a game at the end of the day, you know? It's not as if MTG Arena is a way to earn a lot of money or something. Like, there's not as if there's great rewards waiting for you at the very top of the ladder, right? And that there's, like, a financial, like, imposition to be, like, the best of the best. Like, you get nothing for reaching rank #1 on MTG Arena. Fucking nothing. Not a sleeve, not a bunch of packs, nothing. Like, there's literally no reason to be the most competitive sweat on MTG Arena, like, ever. Outside of, you know, building tier 1 decks because the meta is... The game is just expensive, right? But to try and, like, punch yourself into the ground for, like, misplaying or anything of the sort, it's just like, eh. Twitter Cloud. Yeah, that's what you get number 1 for. Twitter Cloud. Oof. Yeah, the internet points. The internet points. All right, here we go. We got him.